So hi, we're back.
Hey,
Third account we make. We're gonna remember the information this time. I swear.
you wrote it.
I wrote it down. It's on my phone.
Wait, okay, good, good.
So we're good. Okay, we're gonna remember our account this time. So we are Genevieve and
You want to say it?
Jonathan.
Yeah, she likes to talk, and I love her for it.
I'll let you take charge. We'll see how the videos go. So as you guys know, our channels are just like for fun and stuff. Like we really don't want nasty comments or anything. Like you will be blocked and you will.
But also remember that people like when you say not to do something.
Then they want to do it. No,
They
I totally get that, but I'm just letting you know that there will, like, I'm not gonna say
and
consequences for
like
everything, so I'm not gonna
if
make
you have a
cursive.
comment and you think it may not sound bad, but I mean like if you have a purpose for writing it, if you have like a real how do you say it, real origin to why you think it's being too real or whatever, that's fine. But just I mean, any comments regarding what we should fix or whatever, or what maybe something we should talk about, that's fine, perfectly fine. Just write it. Just give us some class.
Which is actually what we're gonna talk about today. Okay, we're gonna talk about cyberbullying and the internet and how, how we should conduct ourselves online and just advice for the bullies, advice for victims, and just advice. Here, maybe get like more of the camera. Good. Okay. You all
A
want to
little
see
bit.
his pretty face. He's
Right?
better looking than I am, and I
Like
look
the
like
camera
crap
likes
today.
you more.
No, I look really bad today, but it's okay. Because you know what? I don't let bullies bring me down because I feel good in here. Okay. And he tells me I'm pretty, so it makes me feel
I don't know why she believes me, but
good. I know. Anyway, okay, so cyberbullying. Definition of cyberbullying. You want to take this one?
I guess it's a criticism in a way, but it's not meant to construct. It's meant to destruct, and sometimes it comes from insecurity in people, and other times it's for fun. But that I mean that line between insecure and just doing it for fun, it can blend. They go hand in hand. But I mean, it depends on the person. I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying there's people that come from whether their homes are however they are, they're not the best in a way, I guess. Um, Still, it's
You
not.
might be a little more aggressive,
Yeah, like it's not.
but I guess the gist of
It's
what
not right.
cyberbullying is basically, obviously, bullying is in it. It's a deliberate attack on people, based on emotional and verbal assault. And what makes cyberbullying kind of
Or
like
physical. I mean,
it's cyberbullying.
oh, well, bullying too. Don't
You're
do that
not,
either.
you don't bully,
Oh,
but
never mind.
cyberbullying is kind of like the big thing right now because we're also addicted to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. I mean, I think a lot of it goes on more on YouTube, but we'll get into that. Yeah, I bully him, but that's okay. You can bully your
I didn't
spouses,
say it. I mean,
but
don't hurt me. But
not strange people,
yeah,
not foreign people. Anyway, basically, bullying is the deliberate assault on somebody verbally, and you're playing on the emotional assault aspect. And the sad thing about
that's my dog. If
cyberbullying,
you hear her cookie, she doesn't like cyberbullying either. Go on.
I don't think they can hear her. But anyway, um,
And she's going rah rah.
so as I was saying, get
Bullies
through
do that
this.
too, by the way.
Shut
Say, I told you.
up. Shut
She
up.
bullies me. You heard that smack?
Anyway, stop. Let's get through this part of the video. Okay, you know, the sad thing about cyberbullying, okay, is that you're doing it anonymously, kind of. Like, sure, you can have like your profile picture and some of your information, but you probably won't ever encounter this person in real life, especially on a site like YouTube that's so like mass communication and not really like social networking where you're talking to someone that goes to school with you. I mean, I'm sure people who are schoolmates of ours will be seeing this, but it's not such a forced setting. It's not like our work or coworkers are going to be like directly attacking us on this because it's not, that doesn't make sense. They could just do it
There you
verbally.
go.
That makes more sense. So that's the thing about cyberbullying on the bully aspect is it's kind of pathetic because that fear of consequence isn't there because there's not like, well, I mean, now I know that they're passing laws against cyberbullying, but I mean, it's still gonna go on probably. But like, there's not like some head person that's like, don't do it, because I've even reported people on YouTube who I think are like just overboard aggressive, and it's like they don't do it. Like, I look and the video will still be up, so it's like, I mean, there's only so far that can go reporting it, but there's not somebody there to be like, hey, you're done, unless it's a website that actually says it. But and then on the victims aspect, I'm sure like a lot of people have seen that movie Cyberbullying, but one thing they talk about is that the victim can't escape from it, because when you go home, it's there. You turn on your computer, it's there. And let's face it, we're all addicted to social media. Like, how much of my time do I spend on Facebook?
A lot.
I mean, I have an iPhone, okay? So, I mean, we both do, but I'm a little more addicted to social media. I have people kind of communicating with me more, I guess. I'm not saying he's unpopular, he's a very popular man. But I have like my sorority sisters that'll come and talk to me on there, and they kind of handle, like, I guess like a business aspect through there. I keep in touch with my family more because everybody kind of lives away. So I'm very addicted to social media, and I have my iPhone, so I have my app, so it's with me everywhere. And one thing I remember was when Facebook first started, and they had this site FormSpring, which you have never heard of, so I'll explain it to you now.
Never.
Well, FormSpring was, for those of you that don't know, I'm not hugging down on anybody, but just to explain it, it was, I remember when MySpace started dying, they put this thing called a truth box, where somebody could anonymously submit to you any comments that they had about you. So FormSpring was the same concept, except it was a site on its own, and then you could, like, link it to your Facebook. So your Facebook friends could write on it, but then you had the option of doing it anonymously or not.
So it's more, I guess, freedom to.
Yeah, like it will be anonymous. It won't be anonymous regardless. Like, you could directly offend somebody with your username or whatever there. So, okay. I was, I guess, kind of like a victim of the four string thing. Not as bad as some other girls that I knew who got hit like really hard. And like, I remember one girl, really sweet girl, and actually completely like virginal and very innocent, but she would dress kind of provocatively and would wear like heavy makeup and stuff like this. Younger than I was, but and still just like, she just looked so much older. And then people on her forum stream were like, "Oh, you put up this act like you're so Christian and you're so virginal, but look at the way that you dress, you're a total whore," and stuff like that. Sorry for the language, but this is what they said, and this is just the reality of bullying. People are aggressive like that. And saying things that offended her. I mean, I never got any comments like that, but I did get things like, "You need to shut up. You're the most annoying person in the world. You talk so much. Your voice makes me want to kill myself and then kill you." Like, I got really aggressive things like that. Don't laugh. This is
No, no, like
absolutely
I'm not
true.
laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because
It's absolutely true. Like,
it's horrible.
I got videos like that, and I was like, and I'm not a person that's like, I'm not mean to anyone. I'm mean to you if you provoke me. Like, I'm not an angel, definitely, because if you provoke me, I'm gonna be mean back. Like, I'll defend myself. I'll defend him, but I'm not an offensive person. I'm defensive. But I was actually always really nice to people, and I was very helpful in high school, and very like, kind of like, "Oh, you're crying, what's wrong? Let me be the shoulder that you cry on. I'm just very maternal that way." And those instincts would kind of always kick in, and I would always, try to make everyone feel better. At that time, I was dating someone that people would make fun of me for dating, and I feel like when they would write things, because they would kind of write things about him, and were like, "Oh, you guys make me want to throw up. You're both ugly, and you both have nasty hair." Yeah, if you check the curls, they used to be worse. No, I swear though, they would say, "You both have nasty hair," and stuff like that, and I never found out who it was. And then I got really nice things on my form spring too, like, "I think you're awesome," and like, I have a crush on you, or whatever, things like that. Now, here's the thing. Some of them were a little too personal to be fake. Be like the one about my boyfriend who had nasty hair. It wasn't him. He has beautiful hair. He has better hair than me. I wish I had his hair. This was a long time ago. This is when I first got Facebook. That was too personal. The thing about my voice, that one was probably real because I do talk a lot, as you can see, and I do kind of have a pitchy voice. It is kind of annoying, but whatever. Thank you. But there were other ones that were like offensive and mean, and I kind of just brushed them off. I kind of always brushed off the negative ones, but at the same time, I had this addiction to see what people were saying about me. Now, I think anybody that has ever been a victim of that anonymous bullying kind of knows that I'm talking about with that addiction. Because what happens is you turn it into constructive criticism because you say like, oh, this person said this about my voice, you know what, let me try and change it, let me change my laugh, or like, maybe I should tell my boyfriend, hey, like, fix your hair better, or maybe I should straighten my hair more. You make a constructive criticism, but what that actually does is it kind of like eats you from the inside, because then you just become very judgmental about yourself when it could be something that actually thinks that somebody might actually think that you have much better hair than they do. They're totally jealous of my volume and stuff like that, and the bounce in my curls, you know, whatever. My natural, this is dyed, my natural long blonde hair. You know, maybe they were jealous, and I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm just trying to relate to you guys out there that it could be any number of things. But the other thing about Forbes String was the ones that weren't personal, I noticed a lot of people were getting the same exact comments. So, funny thing, that site actually posts anonymous offensive things to everybody to start drama. So that's really sick. I mean, think about it. That's horrible for a site to do that just to cause drama. And the reality is we feed off of drama. It's kind of like, for those of you who watch the Big Bang Theory, there's the episode with the gossip where they're all telling, like, spreading rumors, and Amy explains the meme theory. It's kind of that concept. Like, we just feed off of drama. And I guess that's what happened, and I ended up, I don't know if I deactivated my Forbes ring or if I just said forget and I'm never checking it, but I, abandoned that concept, and then I kind of just dealt with people who weren't anonymous. Now, I went the entire time without getting bullied online till one day.
Anonymous as in?
Is in Forbes Spring. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying anonymous as in anonymous, not the group. Anonymous, not having.
Oh, babe, everybody knows that it's not the group anonymous.
Well, you know what? I want to make sure.
That's subculture, honey.
I want to make sure.
Okay, anonymous as in, we don't know who you are. You're wearing a mask, because he needs to explain it. Don't talk down to people. It's rude.
Well,
anyway.
Don't interrupt me when I'm.
Anyway, I love him, but anyway. So then I went without getting bothered online because obviously I'm not an idiot and I'm not gonna add people who are mean to me. So one girl I had, you know exactly who I'm talking about, I had no idea she hated me.
I don't know who that is, but go on.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said.
Okay. I didn't know she hated me, but she did.
But careful with.
I don't care.
Personal.
But I don't care.
No, I know, but I mean, like, we're trying to.
Okay, it's not an attack on you if you're watching this video, because you're gonna know who you are if you watch this video, which I doubt. But just like, look, the point is, she knows because I've told her. Okay, that's another thing that we're gonna get into.
No, I'm not saying for her sake. I'm saying try to limit the personal.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I know. Just listen.
All right.
If he lets me finish, I didn't know she hated me, so that's why I added her. Because obviously, I don't think anybody out there, which is the point that I was gonna make, don't add people that you don't like or that you know don't like you. Like, don't subject yourself to that and don't let them into your personal life. There's no need for it. If you don't like somebody, don't waste your time hating them. Delete, block, if they hate you after you add them, whatever goes on, ignore, and don't waste your energy. That's the point I was gonna make. So I didn't know she hated me. I had her as a friend there. Whatever. I posted a picture misspelled something because, of course, I have an iPhone and I put something in Italian. I didn't have an Italian keyboard at the time because I didn't know you could do it, so it auto corrected. So it put something completely different. So then the girl goes in and she corrects me. And I'm like, okay, she never talks to me, and she had started giving me an attitude in school, so I was like, okay, typical. Of course, you're going to correct me and you're going to say anything positive. Great. That was the only other encounter of kind of bullying. I corrected the grammar, the language, and then